Hey guys, yo. Today I really want to keep it short. I know I say it all the time, but then at the end the videos are more long than I want they are. But this time I really keep it short. First of all, I keep it short because after the quick guide about the deck, you will see two games. The two games are very fast-paced because it's a fast-paced deck. Murloc Shaman, especially this budget version. I mean, okay, this budget version is not changing a lot about the gameplay or how the deck works. So yeah, it's two very fast games. I think the games go 8 minutes. Two games, 8 minutes. So you see. Here's it. Budget Murloc Shaman. Why budget? Because there's only one legendary card inside, and that's a legendary card that everybody has, the Sir Finley Mrrgglton. The other legendary card that you can put inside if you have it is the Fungelmancer? Fudelmancer? Let me see if I can find it like this. Oh no, wait. Give me a second, it's a Murloc. So I search it like this. I don't have it. Yeah. Firemancer Flurgle. That would be a card that you can put inside. If you want to put it inside, then please you put it inside for... what did I put inside for? I think I put just a second one of this. Inside of the Murloc Tidehunter was only one time in the deck. Yeah, I think it was the Murloc Tidehunter. It was only one time in the deck if you want to play it with a second legendary if you have it. If not, keep it budget, because I know many people don't want to spend money on Hearthstone, and it's completely fine. But you see all these streamers, content creators, you look the masters through, and they play all these super nice and fancy decks. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I love to play them. So it is how it is. These decks are stronger, they are more well-rounded, but I know there are some people that they don't want to spend money, they cannot spend money, there's nothing bad about it, and also people who start new or who are coming back. So, and what do you don't have when you are coming back? Besides, you get a 153 packs that some people got from Hearthstone, I think in the UK and France, so but not a lot of people. Then you need a cheap deck that is working, that let you have fun, that gives you wins, that let you create more dust with wins because you level up and all these things, and also you get maybe a good rank at the end of the month for 1 or 2 months maybe, and then you can get more packs. You have another cards there, you can dust them if you only dust and make this deck more well-rounded, or swapping over to another deck where you maybe have a few cards missing. So, Budget Murloc Shaman. Same is working with the Warlock Murloc or Murloc Warlock. I like the Shaman version right now a little bit more, because you can also transition this deck into a control Murloc Shaman. That is one of the strongest deck at the moment, but first we want to talk only about this. So, only one legendary card inside. Like I said, everybody has that for free. The other epic cards are the Amalgam of the Deep. I hope you have it. If you are new or coming back, then maybe not, but it's a very important card. A lot of decks are using it. And for sure the Murloc Warleader, but I think the Murloc Warleader should be also a free card, right? Let me see that quick, if I can see that. Yeah, it's also a free card. So, long story short, we only play here with, with blues and whites, besides the Amalgam of the Deep that you have to craft. You don't have it. That makes the deck like super cheap. The costs are like 1,500 dust maybe. If you count it in total, I don't want to count it. For me, it's only important there's no legendary inside, or maximum 1, and not like 10 epics, because epics are also expensive at the end of the day. So okay, let us start. I mean, just quick summary about the cards. Nothing to say about the Murloc Tinyfin. Super cheap Murloc, especially good with the Murloc Tidecaller in hand. Tidecaller would be also good for the Mulligan. I will talk about the Mulligan quick in a minute. Sir Finley Mrrgglton, good turn 1, also gives you a better hero power because you know how bad the Shaman hero power is. Good card, is a 1/2 for 1 mana and has a death rattle. Amalgam of the Deep, I think maybe one of the most played cards, or maybe the most played card in all of the current expansion. Lushwater Scout, strong card. You can also try to push it out turn 1 when you have the coin, when you know that maybe the enemy cannot delete it directly, because if you have this 2 or 3 turns on the field, it's nearly a guaranteed win. Tidehunter, nothing to say about it. It's existing, I think, since day 1, this card. 2 mana, 3/2, makes 1 damage to a minion or to the enemy, and it can be for free with the Clownfish. That also makes the 2 mana Murlocs here so good. Clownfish by itself, very important card in this deck. You can also keep it in the Mulligan, makes definitely sense with the coin, even stronger, and yeah, you can have a very good board on turn 3 or maybe even on turn 2. Coldlight Seer, Battlecry, give you Murlocs +2 health. That can prevent that your board gets directly deleted when they have 2 or 3, like Fire Sale makes 3 damage to all your minions. Maybe you have some Murlocs that have 4 HP when you play the Coldlight Seer. Murloc Warleader gives every Murloc +2 attack. It's like a finisher, so only play it when you're pretty sure that you make a lot of damage. Nofin Can Stop Us, just a very good buff for Murlocs, otherwise it makes no sense, but for Murlocs super strong. For 3 mana all the Murlocs get +2/+2, what also gives them more HP. Hard to clear them from the board, is a very high win chance when you play this card on turn 4 or 5. Tidelost Burrower is a good card for 4 mana, you can dredge, and if it's a Murloc, and it will be a Murloc, you can definitely will be a Murloc side, because you only have like you have these 2 spells and this 1 spell and this, so if you don't dredge here Murloc, then super unlucky. What can you dredge? I mean, you can dredge, for example, the Murloc Warleader. That makes usually the most sense. What also makes sense is the Lushwater Scout, so because they have these effects that are working, that is not necessary for Battlecry. Bloodlust, finisher, guess no explanation needed. Command of Neptulon, in my opinion, a very strong card that gives you that extra punch that you maybe need to delete a taunt minion that they played on turn 4, 5, or 6 or whatever. And yeah, you have 2, 4, 5 minion on the board. Maybe that's yes, nothing to explain. Maybe next turn with Bloodlust they could be 8/8, not 8/8, but 8 attack and 8 attack. Gorloc Ravager, not by itself a strong card. I mean, yeah, by itself a strong card because you have draw 3 Murlocs, but it's not a strong turn 5 if you play it. But you will see when you play this deck, you are like you have like no card draw. You will play. I think you see a game where I play on the first turn 4 cards. I have no cards anymore in hand, so things like this can definitely change a game. You have maybe a nice board already. 3, 4 Murlocs, you play this on turn 5 and you get 3 Murlocs on the hand to renew or make the board even stronger next turn. So overall a very good card. That's about the cards. By total, I guess every card by itself is not really necessary to explain. What I will tell you now a little bit is about the Mulligan. Give me a second, I want to make here a note. Minutes. Okay, yeah, for the Mulligan. Kind of easy, because the Mulligan, you want to have things that you can play. That means kind of good for the Mulligan, definitely super good for the Mulligan when you have the Tidecaller. Tidecaller, one definitely very good card for Mulligan. Finley Mrrgglton, very good for the Mulligan. Spawnpool Forager, very good for the Mulligan. Lushwater Scout, usually I would keep it, and the Clownfish also usually I would keep it. Clownfish especially super strong when you have the coin. You could play it on turn 2. Think about you play the Clownfish on turn 2. Your next 2 Murlocs cost 2 less and you have maybe a Tidehunter and a South Coast Chieftain on hand. That means on turn 2, where you play the Clownfish with the coin, you can play another 3/2 and a 2/1 and a 1/1. That's wow, it's just a super good turn. So one time summarize, because it's not, I mean, this is not a super complicated deck, to be honest with you, but that's not what we are searching here for. Murloc Tidecaller, very good, especially in combo with the Tinyfin. Mrrgglton fine, Spawnpool Forager fine, Lushwater Scout fine, and Clownfish fine, or good, not fine. Besides that, I would everything Mulligan away to get one of these 4 or 5 cards that I told you. But yeah, you can have bad luck, but usually the Mulligan is not a super problem with this deck, because you have some cards that are working. Yeah, that's it. I mean, game plan. I always try also to give a little bit of explanation about the game plan. What is the game plan? I mean, the game plan is definitely to play as much Murlocs as possible, as fast as possible, and then finish the enemy. You have no late game. No late game. Your highest cost card is a 5 mana card. Or 5 mana cards. One of them is definitely no late game. The other one is okay, and this is just a finisher. So if you're not winning the game, I would say turn 7 latest, then you are done. I have no imagination in my head where you win a game on turn 9, turn 10 or whatever. So it's about fast-paced play. Yes, sometimes you have to know what can have the enemy for board clear. So maybe it makes no sense to play all your Murlocs directly out. But also, this is a deck where it makes not a big sense to break down. The deck is limited to one game plan. Playing Murlocs, playing cheap Murlocs, get a white board, get a big board, finish with Bloodlust, finish with Murloc Warleader, Nofin Can Stop Us. And Nofin Can Stop Us is also a little bit of defense, like I explained you with the Fire Sale that makes 3 damage to all minions. And also the Coldlight Seer you can see it like a little bit of defensive. The Lushwater Scout also gives, the attack is forever, so also very good offensive tool. But like I said, play as much Murlocs as you can every turn. Attack the enemy face if possible. Only attack enemy minions if you know that's really necessary. Taunt, for example. And yeah, play it as fast paced as possible. That's it. I know maybe I hope you don't want more information about this deck, because that's the good thing and the bad thing about the deck. It's only one-dimensional. That means you have only one game plan that works or not. Games are very fast, 4 or 5 minutes. That's very usual. But yeah, you can run into decks that you cannot win. That's it. I mean, but that deck is definitely working. You saw it with on my Europe Smurf that I played it. It's definitely working till Diamond. Definitely. Can you make it with this deck to Legend? Yes, but then definitely you will have also not the best time in your life, in my opinion, because you have only one game plan that's working or not. Skill ceiling is very low with this deck, very, very low. So you will have a hard time if you meet a lot of players that are having better decks and maybe playing better or same level as you. So play it till Diamond. Think about to transition it into a better Murloc deck, in the full Murloc deck, that you can maybe put a Brucan inside and the Fire Fungalmancer, how it was called, and or maybe transition it even to control Murloc Shaman. I also have a video about a control Murloc Shaman, so you can see it. Just a few weeks left till new expansions, so try it out maybe if you just need something that is working right now. Also, sometimes decks like this are very good when we transition into a new expansion, because they are easy and they are just working like they are, and the other people maybe try new things out. So I wish you good luck with the deck, good luck in the ladder after this talk here, 15 minutes now I am into the video. You will see 2 games, they go 8 minutes, so we are less than 25. I hope that's fine. I wanted to keep it more short, but hard sometimes. So see you guys, have a good day, see you, bye bye, good luck. Alright, a little bit of gameplay with a budget deck, in that case it's Murloc Shaman. It's especially a budget version because the deck is cheap anyways, but here's only 1 legendary card inside. The Sir Finley Mrrgglton.
Rastakan versus Garrosh.
Now you're sailing on my seas.
You stand before King Rastakan.
Okay, not a bad start. Warrior? Is it really a warrior? Crazy start. Yeah, but now it's depending on how quick he can remove this one. That's okay, to be honest. No.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Okay.
That step
Okay.
was your last.
GG, my friend. Yeah, there was no big counterplay for him. I mean, you saw the strength of Murloc Shaman, or of every Murloc deck at the end of the day. It's just my Smurf, my Europe Smurf. I usually play on the America server. So yeah, not a big thing, but I think it was a very good game to show you what is possible. I mean, it was a turn 5 kill, what is definitely early. You know that the meta is a little bit slow at the moment, so a turn 5 kill is definitely not easy to handle for most enemies. I keep the Clownfish, I take the other 2s away. Okay. I take it.
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
40 card mage.
For an adventure.
Everything pretty bad for me. Usually I like most Hunter one. Warlock is not bad. I mean the typical Why not?
But of course.
Next turn I have a full board. Sadly, this is the Mage deck that has, I think, that has Fire Sail in his deck. That means one Fire Sail and we are done, so pretty bad matchup for us. Let's see what we can do anyways. Sadly he has 40 HP, 30 maybe we could just power it down, but in that case could be maybe too less. What we would need now is the the Murloc that gives plus to the Warleader. Oh yeah, the Murloc Warleader is called. That would be awesome. Nofin Can Stop Us would be good. Yeah. But definitely good for him. We play this. We play that. Would be kind of game winning if he would have not killed a lot of things in the last turn, so we are a little bit damaged. But still looking good, but you know we have a one card in hand. I mean that card gives us draw. There's the Fire Sail that I told you. Still we can make 6 damage. We had not a bad draw, that's kind of good for us.
I can take him. Wait, not all
That is sadly a very good card for him in that moment. Yeah, I think I will play this. Was good for us. We still have 3 cards on hand, what is not bad. Sadly, we have to expect. I thought we have to expect the board clear. Seems like he has not the things to clear the board again. That's the downside of a 40 card deck. Big damage loss for us. Another big damage loss for us. And that's the GG. I make it quick, I don't wanna... Alright, I think that was 2 very nice games to show a budget deck, because it was exactly how it should work. It went good in both things. This time the enemy had a headboard clear. The warrior was just overrun. Yeah, he had a taunt, he got some armor, I think 5 armor with the 1 spell that he drew the card, 3 armor with the spell that he also got this 2-3 Naga, taunt Naga, 3 armor. So yeah, he had also nearly 40 HP. I think he started with 30, the warrior, right? Yeah, I think so. He silenced directly my Murloc that was already stuck. I think it was a 5-2 when he silenced it. So I think that was 2 very nice games to show you what is possible with a really cheap deck. I will stop now to talk about the deck because the talk is before the games. You will see the games afterwards, so see you.